What's up, Digidesk, and thank you for listening to the Security Check Digimon TCG podcast. Make sure to join the Cataclysmic Cardboard Discord server via the link in the description. And now, let's jump into the digital world.
It's old Craig. Oh, God.
Come on, Craig.
Would you like some Baileys? Would you like some Baileys in a shoe?
Would you like some shitty players to podcast about a game they're not good at?
Oof.
Oh, you are so salty from the day. I want to give you a hug. I need to give you a hug. I bet you it is rough.
No, I mean it's just like I know with championship it's
it's meant to be sweaty.
Yeah, it's more serious players and stuff, but it's like I go on just normal local days and my deck is just flawless. Like the plays. Go to a store championship. It's like, all right, what's my opening hand? 4 Nightmons and a Death Exmon. Cool. What's my top deck? Cool.
And Brickmon and Brickmon and Brickmon and Brickmon.
I really didn't brick today. It was like mostly it's like my matchups, like where Guru bouncing stuff was super unfortunate. And then second round was Jessmon. It's like I could keep his Jessmon line down, but it's just like the deck just went wide. I couldn't out aggress it because I couldn't keep a board. It's like, yeah, I could knock his Jessmon down every now and then and ping a Sistermon, but I couldn't control his board and establish my own. And then the third round was just security control. And it was just like, okay, cool.
The necessary evil.
It was miserable because that matchup is always miserable.
Yeah, it's like all right. So your first turn, you're gonna recover +3, so you have 8 security. Okay, cool. My turn. I'm gonna try to take as much as I can, but of course, every time you hit security, he's drawing a bunch, he's pinging stuff, chaos degrades. It's like, all I can do is just throw my whole deck at this guy and hope for the best. And he got round 1, and then we went into time game 2, and yeah,
Rough.
Yeah, it was CJ.
Oh man,
yeah.
And
at least he's a fun dude to play. It's not like I was just sitting there. Some dude was just being super sweaty playing security control. It's like,
no, that's all right, man. He's played security control for a long time too. It's just been his thing.
Yeah, his record, he tied every round today
because he went to Tom.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds right.
Yep. Like his deck was on point. Like, I mean, I'm not a fan of security control, but it did what it was supposed to do. I can't be mad about it. Did you guys see that Bill Starr won the Arlington Regionals?
Oh no, I didn't.
Yeah, Bill Starmon won the Arlington Regional. What was it playing in the last round? It was Bill Starr versus something.
You know what? By the power of the internet.
Yeah.
Let's take a gander. Where's it at? Oh, here it is. Bill Starmon versus Metalgar X.
It was Metalgar. Okay, yeah. Because I knew it wasn't like a BT10 deck.
Nope.
Yep. Metalgar, Bill Starmon, top 2. Yep.
They had to show off that premium collection.
What do you say? Check out my max rarity, bitches.
My max rarity titties.
Okay, now that we've said it a lot, I hadn't talked, because I talked mad poop about Metalgar and how trash it was. And I'm pretty sure it's just because at that time, the only 2 events I went to, I was playing Dex Duralgray. So I think that's why, because he couldn't bounce anything back to my hand ever. So
it's almost like it's almost like Doru Greymon is getting limited for a reason.
Maybe I was wrong about Metalgar. Maybe it's actually pretty good. It's just everyone that played me was like, I hate you.
You had Dex in that format. You had better decks in that format. What was it? Alphamon. Yeah, you had
Mhm.
Alphamon, and then it's like the thing is the other decks just outpaced it. But now that those other decks aren't really getting played, it's like, hey, Metalgar is still good and didn't lose anything. It's like Alphamon's losing to Overgray. Everybody dropped Wargray X. Grandis is here and there, but it's like people play Metalgar. It's like, cool, Metalgar still do Metalgar things.
Yep.
Yeah, well, no, that's good. Plus, the gift set, the gift box came out this week earlier than most. So,
Oh yeah, people can get that Werguru promo out of
yes,
that.
Yeah.
which is,
I like how that stuff was marketed, and they put the card at the face, like, oh, you just pick the promo you want,
Nope.
kind of like the yeah. And then it's like the product comes out, it's like, oh, it's a random pack.
mm-hmm. The pull rates
You
seem to
can
be
get the
pretty
good.
good,
You can get
though.
the good promo Agumon that way too, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they seem to be pretty even. Like, I mean, we'll see them on the market soon. It'll drop the price some. It has to. If Digimon wants to stay healthy, because I had my market rant before we started, it will. You can't just flood the market with them and then not, realize, hey, we can't keep this a $40 card. Or maybe we can because Metal Guard plays second. Maybe we can. That still doesn't help the deck a whole lot, though. You still really need the promo Garurumon too,
Yeah.
but which is not
I don't know.
almost unattainable now.
Deck's good. Cool Boy is still Cool Boy. Like I can't be mad on any of my losses today. Like I'm not by any means saying I'm played the best that I could play today, but it's like I didn't, lose to anything stupid. And their deck just did what their deck did. My deck didn't. It's like, okay.
I always have those off days, and it really sucks.
Like playing the Metal Gar player, it was like my last turn before I just scooped it up. He gave me enough memory to where I couldn't Dark Nightmon X Antibody. I couldn't play it, pop Nene, keep it my turn. I had 2 Nightmons on board. I was like, okay, I will swing with both of these Nightmons. It doesn't matter which one dies, as long as one of them dies. I was like, I'll get memory because I had Analog Youth on the board. I was like, I just need one of these guys to die. Analog Youth will give me the one memory I'm short for my X Antibody play, and X Antibody will win me the game. Both of them lived. I swung into 2 Gobumons.
Yes.
Like,
Metal Guard security is trash. There is no secrets in their security. You have nothing to fear unless you're actually hitting a Metal Guard. That's your biggest fear. Like, they don't run a lot of security stuff in it. Like, at all.
Most of them have stopped using options, or if they do run options, they do like 1 or 2 of. So you'll very rarely see the options in their security.
It's like Jordan says, it's just all gas because they have to have it. Their tempo. They just got to maintain that tempo. And if they miss it, and you can tell, it's like, even if they get down, the bouncing ability helps them to, like really get back into the game a lot of times.
Yeah.
Basically, when you're playing against Metal Gar, if it's turn 4 and they don't have you down to like 1 or 2 security, then they're in trouble.
Yes, for sure.
Because they run out of gas real fast.
Mm-hmm.
They also, other than the Metal Gar, which I think most decks only run like 2 or 3 of, they don't have any level 6s. Their deck goes up to level 5 and it caps out at like 10k DP most of the time.
I wonder if this one ran Death X. Probably. I don't know. It's a video. I can't look at the deck. I just see the deck lists. I can't look at the deck lists. Well, Jordan, we've heard about your experiences, but would you like to tell the listeners, besides that you need a hug, How you did today?
I went 0-2-1. So I got that sympathy pack for having the one tie.
Yeah, sympathy pack.
I love them.
Oh yeah, gotta enjoy the sympathy packs. No, it really wasn't a bad day. Like I said, I bricked a couple times. Nothing major. A lot of it I was able to play out of. I just lost to better plays, man. I'm not gonna say I lost to better decks. It was a pretty fair tournament. I mean, nobody was too crazy. Although there was, I think, 2 Jessmons there. That was interesting. Only one Crows player, no blue flare. I gotta rep the one dude, man. He showed up and did what I couldn't, and he was playing Bloom Lord. R.I.P. him, but give him kudos. He was playing Bloom Lord.
The old Crimson Blaze.
I looked at him. I was like, yeah. I was like, I play locals here, and I know a lot of people play red. He goes, yeah, there's a lot of red here. It's like, yep. I said, so you're braver than me.
Crimson Blaze.
He's like there is a lot of red here. It's like, yes, there is.
Funny you should mention Crimson Blaze because that's a good segue into Tiny's question of the week that he asked in the last podcast.
Yep. So, refresher for anybody who has forgotten what the question of the week was.
Me.
In light of the recent ban list that came out limiting Sunrise Buster to 1 and Shout X4 to 1, the question was, what do you think that Crossheart will use to fill in those slots that were just forcibly opened up in their deck?
Technically 6. just forcefully opened up. Potentially.
Wow. Who's gonna field this one first?
I want to hear the deck master. It was Tiny's question. Tiny, you want first at bat, or you wanna?
Sure. I'll start us off, and I'll take what is probably 2 of the most obvious answers. Is that obviously they're going to start running Shoutmon King version so that they can recur their X4. That's a given. And I think that they will run at least 1 or 2 Trident Revolvers because it's another option card that lets you play a Tamer and have a little bit of board control.
I like both those picks. I strongly agree with both of those. I definitely think, like you said, Shoutmon King's the obvious choice just because you can reoccur your cross 4. So I mean, it's got to come back in your hand somewhere. You're not just going to let it go to your trash. And Shoutmon does that the easiest because it gets anything with Cross from your trash or with Cross requirements. So I mean, easy go to. I mean, Trident Revolver, I just feel like that's been a great, decent cost control. Lets you delete an opponent's 6K or less Digimon and then play one Tamer. It's awesome. Yeah, I think that's good. I definitely agree with both of those. Faux show.
I don't really know anything about Crossheart, but I like the way this looks with Beelzemon.
Uh-huh.
You know, as much as I want, as much as I want Beelzemon and X4B, X5B to be the play, I think Beelzemon's just too bad in the hand to run it because it does nothing else. It's literally just there to cross into the B forms. Like you can't. I mean, you can play it. It's not. I don't really believe it's going to do anything for you. But I agree with them. I think the 6 slots that opened up, definitely. I think King version's going to be a definite 3 of. Definitely going to start playing X5 at 4, and then for the other things, I just tried a revolver would fill the gap. I really don't think there's any other red cards. I mean, I think the deck already plays 4 fireballs, but if they don't play 4 fireballs, maybe another fireball. Just
For sure. It's just
a
too
draw
good.
2. Yeah, it's just a draw 2 for 2.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You want me to take it away? My swing?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm in bat. I agree with
Swing
all
for
those
the
options.
fences.
I agree with all those options. But now, be prepared
Put Jess X in it.
for Jesmon GX. No, like I said, they're definitely gaining 6 spots in the deck. And the reason, guys, we keep saying Trident Revolver is if you didn't know what Sunrise Buster did, it basically lets you delete bodies and add a red or yellow tamer. And Trident Revolver does kind of half that. It's like a little halfsies. It does let you play a tamer card with 4 or less and then delete the body with 6,000 DP or less. And then Fireball is just good, and Shoutmon King lets you recur. Here is where'd my thing go? Oh God, my tab went away. Where'd it go? Get out of here. Let me get back to my page. Dadgummit, why'd it go away? But anyway, some of my spicy tech is I want to see Hero from the Skies. I want to see it used just because we're having to go up on the good old Cross 5, X5, whatever you want to call it. I definitely want to see it used. I think it's neat. I want people to span out. I get what they're going for and why they want to go for it. With the whole, I feel like everybody wants to replace what they're losing with a similar variant. Like I said, Trident Revolver for Sunrise Buster, that, like that. But there's a lot of other cool cards out there that they done have in their like little force. So like Hero of the Skies. If you have a Shoutmon X5 and its name in play, activate all the below effects. One of your Digimon with Crossheart gains security attack +1. You draw 2 cards. And I think that's really good for 2 cost. I think that's kind of neat. I think it should be played. Just my opinion. Since you're upping it anyway. And then I don't know, like I guess I'm feeling like the deck as I want it to be more aggressive. Maybe. I know we're looking at just removal, but I would like to see that. Maybe Atomic Inferno. I don't see enough of that, and I really like it. I love running in red hybrid. One of your Digimon with hybrid. Oh, that's why. Never mind. That wouldn't work. I guess that's it. I just want to see Hero of the Skies. I think it's a good card, and having the whole Shoutmon change with King and you going down on the X4 and bumping up X5. I think it'd be cool to see that. I don't think we will, but
you'd be surprised. You might see 1 or 2 of it. They may sub out the fireballs for it because the fireball only lets you draw in Shoutmon, really. But that could let you draw and give you offensive pressure.
Maybe that's just coming from a mainly red player. Like the deleting Digimon is cool, and that is a red thing. Definitely getting rid of little bodies is what red can do very well. But I just like seeing that draw, like just for 2 memory. If you have a X5 in play, which you're probably going to now, you get security +1. And you can put it on any Digimon. It could be any Digimon. It's just you have to have Shoutmon in play, and then one of your Digimon with Crossheart. And its traits gain security +1. And then you draw 2. It's kind of nice. I like it. So that's my big pick.
I can see it.
Anybody else got any spicy picks?
Rowdy Rocker.
Hey.
Crickets.
Yeah,
Chirp,
let's go.
chirp.
You may praise please. Well,
I don't think there's enough red sources for Rowdy
yeah.
Rocker to be relevant, but it's just another draw too. I guess Fireball does what Rocker does, but better, because Fireball's always live. It may not always draw you a card, but it's always live.
What was that other thing? I thought there was another Oh, here it is. Flare Rock Soul. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 5,000 DP or less. Then you may Digivolve one of your Digimon into a Digimon card with Shoutmon and its name from your hand for its Digivolution costs. For 3. I thought that was kind of neat. And Shoutmon King is 2. So, I mean, not bad. I think the deck, honestly, is going to be fine. Since I've seen a couple
It's going to lose that. It's going to lose that OTK play, but I don't think the deck's going to be dead.
No. And they're getting support. BT11, it'll have a bump again. I really think it's going to be all right. And it's still one of the cheapest decks in the format, even with King being running it now.
Yeah, if you got on that train early, Kings were cheap too.
Yep. $3. Okay. So
I've
now
managed to acquire 2 of them.
And you should have sold them during the hype train, baby.
Yeah, because I might actually play the deck. I got my 4th X5, got my 2nd King version. Gonna build the deck and give it a go after it gets hit, just to see. I need to get my hand on some fireballs.
I might have some. I need to look for them.
It's EX2.
I'm pretty sure I've got quite a bit of those laying around.
Out of all the EX2 I bought, which surprisingly wasn't a lot, because EX2 was that set that it was like, I just want Renamon stuff, so I bought all my singles when it was cheap.
Yeah.
I didn't really buy a whole lot of sealed product.
If you had a YouTube channel, you might, though.
Maybe.
Sealed products where it's at. People like watching you crack open them boxes. Lets them feel that dopamine rush.
Although my favorite thing today was just sitting there and just the guy next to me, which was that mega sweaty guy, mega sweaty man, super sweaty.
mega sweatmon, mega sweaty mon. Yeah,
mega sweaty mon. There we go. Yeah, that's it. Super chill guy, by the way. Talked to him and his buddy that showed up. His buddy was the one playing Metal Gar. I played round 1. Leafy Boy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, both those guys were there. Because I didn't get to play Mega Sweaty. I did play Leafy Boy round 1. He was the Metal Gar player. He was both super chill guys. Enjoyed talking to them both. But it's just funny. The Mega Sweaty guy, he's like, "Who is Nightmayers? And who is this Mimic guy?" He's like, "Do they play here? Are they from Knoxville?" I was like, "Hey, that's my crew."
We're just around.
I was like, "We're just here." I was like, "We're just here."
See, because of course that's why I talk about them a lot. Galvatron, Mega Sweaty.
Well, I don't know. You mentioned Mega Sweaty. I was gonna say maybe he won't get mad because you mentioned Galvatron.
Sorry.
When I told him who I was, he's like, tell Nightmares to stop boasting Galvatron. I just laughed. He laughed too. It was all a big joke. I was just at first I was like, you know.
He was really good, Mega Sweaty, especially when the boom started. Before Mario actually got, I think, big, when he was just drawn in maybe 20 or 30 people for his Digimon tournaments, basically just the people that were playing. He was really good because he played in a couple and he was very smooth at handling issues with rulings.
We had a ruling today that he handled.
He's very patient about it. Even during his match, it was kind of funny because we were all watching it, of course, because they were in some of the last rounds, and this has been almost a year ago, and it got heated kind of on the other half, and he was like, he handled it very well, very good at it. I commend him. He was a good rock to build my Digimon foundation because he was super chill. Like even but like I remember he told me he was going to take the training wheels off. Like if you forget to draw this game, like I'm not warning you.
Fair.
It's like, yeah, it was like the second little tournament we did in the Discord. He goes, "I'm not going to warn you this time. You're a grown ass man. Remember to draw.
Trial by fire.
Draw, stupid." Yeah.
He's like, I want to take the training wheels off. Mikey adds to cart the draw stupid map.
Yeah, I was really bad for that at first. I mean, I think that's been good. I haven't ran into too many toxic people in the Digimon community. But yeah, I think Cross is going to be fine. I think everything's going to be pretty good. And like I said, is there anything we're wanting to? Because how much do you think the meta is going to change with EX3 launching? Literally, was it tomorrow? Today?
Next week?
Is it next week?
I think say next week. I think they always release the
11th?
gift sets early. Yeah, they always release the gift sets early.
It's coming on the 11th, I think, is when the
Okay, it's the
release
11th.
is.
So next Friday?
It do be a Friday.
Do you think anything's going to really change? There's going to be
I
some
know
new
one
deck.
thing that's not-
There'll be
I
new
know one
archetypes.
thing that will not change,
Tyrannomon.
and that is all the erratas that we're about to get hit with.
Yeah, for sure.
Erratas. And my
Yeah.
good Christian Yu-Gi-Oh. No. Good Christian Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh God. Yeah, no, I didn't even realize all that stuff because I didn't really look into the set. It was like, okay, Hydramon, that's it, and Palmumon, the new drooly boy that I think is probably my new favorite artwork ever.
Did you see the Matt? I'm pretty sure he's local too. Let me find it real quick.
Yeah, I need two more of the Palmumons from EX3 and minimum 2 Hydras. So get at your boy.
Holla at your boy. I was wanting to see if there was any pages because we've seen the biggest one has been the biggest oopsie has been
The Gilmon line.
yeah, pretty much. God, I'm not buying that playmat.
Oh no, you definitely wouldn't.
I love it. I love everything about it.
But the guy that I'm pretty sure that made that one, well, I know he's posted a bunch of them.
Yeah,
He's a local.
he's in the Knoxville group. I remember him posting the original sketch for this.
I saw him on TikTok, and I was like, "Oh, he's from around here."
Yeah, because the people were saying stuff about Palmumon eating salad because he is a vegetable himself.
You and your vegetables.
Hey,
I'm definitely going to build a dragon deck. I think for sure. Just a dragon deck.
but which
I've
one?
got to.
There's so many.
I'm just building it.
Metallic Dramon.
I don't really know. Like I said, I was so focused on BT10. I do this a lot in Pokemon as well, not realizing how fast the holiday set or whatever you want to call this, the expansion sets will come out. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh wait.
Yeah, I didn't even realize how quickly it was coming out because we would have done another draft pick on it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah, it really snuck up on us.
It did. It came in real fast. I'm interested in EX3 though. Not only because it has more support for one of my boys, Gilmon, but It also has other decks that I am interested in. Examon looks interesting. Metallic Dramon looks interesting to me, even though I think that archetype is technically incomplete.
Welcome to Dark Knight Mom for the last 4 sets.
Jordan's over here weeping.
Hey man, shit happens.
I should be so hyped about this set. It's literally all freaking dragons.
Right? It's like that. I'm surprised that you've not run it into the ground, that there is a red Vmon in this set.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like
red, and his artwork is him playing the card game.
Yes.
With a frying pan behind him.
And it's actually really good because I pulled 2 of these and I'm actually kind of excited about it, guys. It's on play by trashing 1 card with Imperial Dramon in its name or free in its traits from your hands. You draw 2 cards. This is great because everybody's like, what is so good about this? If you've ever played Imperial Dramon, like Jordan talked about today, having a handful of dark Nightmons, or you have fighter mode and Imperial Dramon and all this crap in your hands, you're like, wait a minute. I can discard 1 of these and hopefully fix this. That is actually big.
The other thing is that the new Vmon Imperial Dramon archetype is red and purple, and anytime purple looks at the trash, it drools.
Mega Dramil.
I mean, I'm probably going to try to build something off of it. I mean, the new Flame Dramon is pretty cool. The Pale Dramon. I mean, it's cool just because of that red and purple. Huh?
Shade Dramon, bro.
Yeah, you're gonna run the new Shadramon?
Well, yeah, sure.
That is like the best Wormmon armor evolution ever. Like that is probably next to Digimon. That is probably my favorite armor Digimon. What do you think? What do you think about the new armors not having armor purge?
I don't know.
Like,
well, it
they do. Yeah, but I mean, it's just I don't know. I just feel like armor purge is that thing that should be there. Like,
well, but see, armor form and its traits. Remember, that's also a thing too. It doesn't have to have armor purge. I mean, that is a cool mechanic, but this is going to open up for Magna X and Magnamon and these things because you just need armor form and its traits. And this has armor form and free. So now I can search for it multiple ways, and it's purple card. And like you said, I'm digging the artwork.
It's literally everything you ever wanted. It's Vmon and it's red.
Right. Like I say that I just want the Hydras, but obviously I'm excited for the new D Brigade stuff. Obviously that D Brigade got everything from this set. Everything. We get reboot, we get a decoy, we get another Commandramon, because who doesn't want to play what would that give us? Would that give us
6
20? 20?
Oh yeah, altogether, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be 20 Commandramons that we can play.
I guess I need to order a Commandramon shirt.
Yep, better start printing.
If I don't beat you to it. Yeah, we get reboot. I mean, I don't know. I think D Brigade's going to be. I mean, not that it's not good now, but it's just getting so much better.
Wait, we can talk about it now. We talked about it when we were talking about BT10. I forgot. Evade. We're getting evade in this one because there's always a new mechanic. We get evade. Blue has evade is when a Digimon would be deleted. By suspending this Digimon, prevent the deletion. Yes. That is a new thing on the Cordramon and Wingdramon.
The Examon stuff.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of neat. Oh yeah, I'll pull the alt art Azulongmon, which is gorgeous.
I got the alt art Metallic Dramon out of my gift set.
Oh, I got the regular one. I didn't get the alt art.
Yeah, I got alt art Metallic Dramon, and Diaboromon was my promo pack.
Oh, And wait a minute. Andrew, why are you not freaking out about? I pulled 2 of these. X-Tyrannomon. He's a 9K blocker.
But he's green purple.
While this Digimon has no Digivolution cards, it can attack or block. But I'm just saying, like, that is a beefy boy.
That's why. I mean, it can't do anything if it doesn't have Digivolution, and right now I'm playing red still, so.
Well, maybe you need to think about it, Trash Master.
Hey, when green base gets better in 11, I see it being played.
That's when.
Oh, show.
But yeah.
Also, now that I'm reading the Imperial Digimon line, Imperial Digimon Dragon Mode just sounds devastating. Have you all read him? When Digivolving, when you DNA Digivolve, your opponent chooses one of their Digimon, destroy all of your opponent's Digimon other than the chosen Digimon. That's literally the Sovereign. And now, when attacking once per turn, this Digimon gets plus 2000 DP. Then this Digimon may Digivolve into one of your Impildramon fighter modes in your hand for its Digivolution costs. You literally clear the board, swing, and then fighter mode is busted because it has piercing. And you can Digivolve for 2 if it has dragon mode, which you're Digivolving on top of. And then by returning 1 dragon mode from this Digimon's Digivolution cards to the bottom of its owner's deck, it doesn't activate security effects when checking for the turn. What? It's ADP built in. Dadgum, that's good.
Wait, is that what you misprinted?
Did it? I don't know.
I know that the alt art did.
I'm reading this off of DigimonCard.dev. So I don't know. Are these accurate?
Yeah, those should be accurate.
Also, you can, on deletion, you can play 1 Wormmon and 1 Vmon from your trash without paying its memory cost. Ugh. Man, maybe I should have been more hyped. Dang,
The
I
hype man wasn't hype enough.
No, like, have you read the Wormmon? On play, reveal the top 3 cards. Add 1 red or purple card with free or Imperial Digimon in its name among them to your hand, and trash 1 card following the same requirements. Place the remaining cards at your bottom of your deck. Now listen to this. Is inheritable. All turns while you have a red Digimon in play, this Digimon gains retaliation. Okay, that's awesome because if you go into fighter mode, on deletion you may play 1 Wormmon and 1 Vmon from your trash. So if he gets, so you literally go into Imperial Digimon. Sorry guys, ADD kicked in. I went off script. I'm just having a heyday now. Yeah, just the Imperial Dragon mode. Clear the board. You have 1 body. Literally slam it. Imperial Digimon fighter mode into that body with piercing. Plus, it doesn't check security. Oh my Jesus! Now I'm deleting your whole board, killing the only thing that stands in my way, and then putting 2 Wormmon, a Wormmon and a Vmon. And if it's oh my God.
Congratulations, guys. We broke Mikey.
And if it's right, their on play effects will still work because it doesn't say that they don't. You can just play them from your trash without paying their memory costs. So you literally get both, right? Is that not right? Am I doing this wrong? Is my brain on overload?
Makes sense to me.
You would get both their on play effects again. So you could literally go ahead and maybe trash another purple card. And oh my God, the rebuild factor. Wipe my board, Death Xmon. Come get me. Please, I have the answer to Death X. I will crash into you when the Imperial Digimon. Oh my. I am way too hot now.
Get me, Death Daddy.
Speaking
I'm
of
ready
Death
for
X,
you.
speaking of Death X, I got the satisfaction of playing 1 for free today.
Hey,
Ooh.
that's always good.
Free?
Free.
Damn.
I counted twice just to make sure I didn't mess up.
I do that all the time.
When you're counting your opponent's cards, they know.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
How many tamers you got? How many Digimon?
Let me put it to you this way: this game is also the game that I revealed Death X on one of my digs and put him on the bottom of my deck, and I still got him in my hand to play him for free.
You cycled through some cards.
It was security control, dude.
Oh, well,
That's all I could do.
He didn't cycle through. He didn't cycle through some cards. He played some cards, and he played some more cards.
I almost decked out. Yeah, by the time that game was over, I think I had like maybe 5 cards in deck. Because I just kept playing my on plays and search, on plays and search, on plays and search, on plays and search.
God, we really should have done our homework. There's a lot of like really like blues coming back in this archetype. Or well, okay, wait. Before I go off, before I zoom, I'm gonna try not to zoom. Okay, let's bring this up. Now that we're talking about this EX3 set, Draconic Roar, as we're talking about this. Okay, when we talk about archetypes, when we're using this, because I guess having people discuss in the Discord and having some newer people, they're not new to TCGs, but they're really new to Digimon. When I say archetypes, what are you guys thinking of? Like, how does your brain instantly go to?
It's like tribes in Magic.
Yes. Okay.
That's how I go to it.
The cards. The cards all have some kind of synergy that's associated either with a name that is common in the archetype or a type/trait that is shared among the archetype. And all of their effects boost or search cards with those names or with those traits.
Like Vmon and Wormmon in the new Imperial Dramon line.
All synergizing. Like they all reference each other.
Yeah. So that's what we mean, guys, when we talk about, when we're talking about that, that's what we're meaning. And there's a lot of that in here. Blue, the overall blue scheme has always been, from the get-go, is stalling out your opponent, like removing bottom Digivolution sources. And if they don't have anything, they can't attack, stuff like that. And I feel like blue is going back to that kind of heavily. And now with Evade, they're able to even stall out a little bit more. Just because it's like, oh, let's switch your target there.
Very big stall card coming in with Sorai.
Yes, I was looking through my cards and that's instant. I was like, so it's Tiny mentioned it. It's trash the top 4 Digivolution cards of one of your opponent's Digimon. All of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards can attack until the end of your opponent's turn. Your opponent turn to end. That's, you literally take their turn away. This is why they got rid of.
It's for memory to cast that.
This is why they got rid of poor Tommy, that poor child. This is why they got rid of him. This card right here.
He only removed 2 sources, right?
Yeah.
He was on play, remove 2 sources. This is on play, remove 4 sources and can't attack.
Oh God, this was Sora Joe and then just the Azulongmon combination. Oh, baby.
Speaking of Azulongmon, he's also in this set.
Yeah.
Yeah, which one of us crazy bastards is going to build the 4 Great Dragon deck?
Don't tempt me.
It sounds fun. I mean, like literally that's Exodia right there, baby. Just I feel like if you can pull it off, it's going to swap, like just slap some people.
There's 4 dragons and there's 4 of us.
Yeah, but have you not read Trial of the 4 Great Dragons? So it's an 8 cost, which is beastly, but it's main, draw 1. Then place this card in the battle area. Main delay. Trash this card from the battle area to activate the blow effect. play one card with 4 Great Dragons in its traits from your hand without paying its memory cost. Digimon played with this effect can't digivolve to level 7 and is deleted at the end of your opponent's turn. But that's okay because have you read some of the on-play effects? And have you read freaking Hina Kurihara? Or however you say her last name? What is it?
I said we'll just say Hina.
Hina, yeah.
Oh. Her thing is basically whenever you play a card that has Rock Dragon, Earth Dragon, Machine Dragon, or Sky Dragon in its traits, you can suspend the tamer. Oh no, it's when it digivolves into a Digimon with those traits.
Mhm.
You can suspend the tamer to activate one of their on plays.
So the problem there is none of the 4 Great Dragons have those monikers. They're all holy dragons.
I was gonna say, I think they were all holy dragons.
Except for Megidramon, he's an evil dragon. So she cannot be played in the deck.
She is meant to go with the metallic Dramon line.
Yeah, she's from the old app that no longer exists, RIP. She was the person in the app, and the whole story on the app was Borvamon and Metallic Dramon.
See, I was about to go ham because I was like,
she goes with that black-red Metallic Dramon and Volcanic Dramon or whatever. Not Volcanic Dramon, Lava, yeah. The red one.
Orbicmon?
Yeah. No, not Dorbickmon.
Oh, Dorvick is another one that got hit with the misprint.
Oh, what did they misprint on Dorbick?
It's supposed to be for each card with Dragon, Soar, or Ceratopsian, and they just have Dragon.
Can confirm. Does just say Dragon.
That's a pretty horrible misprint.
Yeah.
Right?
All of them, like, there are some pretty drastic ones. The Imperial Dramon one with the Altar, I can't remember what it was.
Isn't that the
But it was,
problem,
like,
though?
Digivolution cost.
Wasn't it something to do with the kanji for dragon? Wasn't that the issue?
Yeah, I think it was.
Welcome. Welcome.
Welcome to translating.
Oof. Big oof. And we'll have to do it with the whole set. So that's going to be... So, new players, beware.
Don't play any EX3 decks.
Or confirm that the card does what it says it does.
Read the card. Do not trust what the card reads. We've been preaching read the card. Now we're like, wait a minute.
Hold up.
Maybe don't read the card. No. It's like read the card, but have an online reference for the card for when the card is wrong.
Okay, I'm pretty pumped. I'm actually pretty excited now. We get the
Kind of like the looks of the deck I linked for the 4 Great Dragons. It's just jank enough. I might do it.
Oh yeah, for sure. We're gonna have to start streaming so people can see this. Oh yeah, well okay. I was about to bring up the Vidramon, the new Vidramon and Arrow Vidramon. I was like, this is pretty cool. I'm digging it. I don't think that's too jank. I think it. See, that's what I'm saying. It literally the 4 Great Dragons is burning that Azulongmon's on play effect, baby, and you don't run level 7s, so it doesn't matter.
Oh. So the interesting thing,
you don't got room for 7s. You're playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 level 6s.
The interesting thing is that other than Goldramon, all of the other Great Dragons have on deletion. If you don't have Trial of the Great Dragons in play, then you can play it from your hand for free. Like, you don't play it, but you place it onto the battlefield for free. So you don't get the on-play effect, but you get the crack effect later. Or at least that was my understanding. I may be misreading it.
No, yeah, that's 100.
Gosh. And Goldramon's just a bad-looking card.
RIP English censorship, because it's supposed to be Goddramon, because he is God. Like we can't have that. Let's put an L in there. Goldramon.
Why? I mean, at this
Because
stage,
in lore, he is the Patamon mega equivalent of Magnadramon. So they both have their angelics, and then they both have their holy dragon megas. So he's God Dramon because he's supposed to digivolve from Magna Angemon. Or Patamon eventually ends up being him. That's why Patamon got a print in this set. Got the Patamon. But yeah.
Goldramon really is cracked though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. If you don't know what he does, guys, when digivolving, you may return one card with what Tiny said, but the cool thing is when attacking, whenever your opponent's Digimon gets minus 6,000 DP, it's doing yellow shenanigans. And then by returning basically one of the Great Dragons and one Megadramon from your trash to the bottom of your deck, trash the top two cards of your opponent's security stack. Holy poop, that's when attacking.
You got to have all three of those. You got to have Magna,
you have to have all three of those in your trash.
Which you're running like 50 copies of it.
Yeah, but still,
it wouldn't be too hard to get them into your trash, but like it's still you have to have one of each to trigger the security trashing effect. So when it pops off hard, but if it doesn't pop off, then you're really gonna feel it.
And also the trial has 4 Great Dragons as a trait, so all the stuff that says 4 Great Dragons, you can grab your trial with.
See, in it, but there's other like, oh man, telling you, I just love it because, like I said, we've preached.
This is the Mega Zoo archetype that everybody wanted.
Yes. There we go. Archetypes. We've talked about it. We're gonna have a moment here. I used to be a sweaty tier 1 player, guys. I searched YouTube every night and just built tier 1 decks. I had a problem. Then I met Cardboard Mimic and Haggy, and they've slowly converted me to playing things that are just fun.
Like this is an AA meeting, and you're just,
In the edit, you have to start playing Arms of an Angel when he goes on that rant.
It's just something I was.
For the small donation of a penny a day, you can help Nightmayers in his recovery from tier 1. I'm by no means saying don't play tier 1. I mean, crap. I'm sitting here like building crows. I'm waiting for Hydramon for green. Like I have tier 1 decks, but like when we just get together and play, I'm playing shit like Mommymon. Like
as I'm building Rapid Eosmon right now.
Hey, I'll play it with my Rapidmon Green Hybrid. See who out rapids who.
But yeah, so speaking of, I keep coming back to archetypes. So clearly there's like a couple new ones coming out with this set, but what is one of your all's favorite archetypes from the Digimon card game thus far? All the way up until EX3. I'm putting y'all on the spot.
You're going to put us on the spot? Do we have a question for the question of the week?
Oh, no, we don't. Do you want that to be the question of the week?
That could be the question of the week.
That could be the question of the week.
Hey, guys, I think that could be the question of the week.
Hey, Tiny, you think that could be the question of the week?
Sounds good to me.
Okay, there it is. What is your favorite archetype in the Digimon TCG up to this point, EX3? I feel like we've covered archetypes enough that people know.
Yeah, people probably already know at least a general idea of what ours are going to be.
No, man, they don't know
They might have a couple of guesses for each of us,
Surely not.
There's no way. There's no way they'll pick me. You watch.
Oh Lord.
Me going on a literal 15-minute rant on the new Imperial Dramon.
They didn't get to hear the Can of Ice Mon rant, so
Oh yeah, that's true too. Mm. I was trying to think. Well, what else we got to talk about? We've talked about. We pretty much covered everything. We tried to stay on point, guys. We actually made a outline.
yeah, we had an itinerary
Yeah.
because we're adults.
Which we very poorly followed.
No, we kind of did. We bounced. Look. Okay.
We just bounced around it.
I
We
just
got
said.
on to EX3, and then everything went out the window at that point.
Yeah, sorry. We went general main, and I felt like we kind of talked about the meta as it stands when we were talking about the state of Crows and stuff, and then the news. We kind of talked about stuff, misprints, yeah, and then we went into EX3. See,
To be fair, the
Work in progress.
What? We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. We promise we can deliver fun and engaging content.
I'm never
I'm
taking my meds. You can't stop me.
Dang.
Before the podcast, I'll try not to drink or take caffeine pills. I swear, guys.
I'm a caffeine junkie. I wish stuff like that actually gave me a buzz. I need to lay off. I need to take a tolerance break from caffeine. But I
Just
feel like
make sure you drink plenty of water because you're probably dehydrated from all the caffeine. Caffeine is a diuretic.
Shh.
Listen, that's why I'm slurping down this Mountain Dew Zero, Tiny.
It's got water in it.
Yeah.
Look, guys, I promise you'll feel better if you start drinking more water. You will feel better.
Oh man, I enjoy my 50p breaks a day.
I drink plenty of water with an
So you
added
drink.
caffeine packet. Can't forget the caffeine packet.
No, on my journey to better health and losing weight at the start of this year, literally at the start of this year in January, I stopped drinking anything other than water, like cold turkey. And now I still drink 95% of the time just water, but every now and then I'll have a drink of like blended fruit with some juice or milk. But most of the time, it's water.
I just don't drink anything carbonated, and I haven't most of my life, so I'm living the real life here.
Your willpower just intimidates
Who
me.
don't like spicy drinks?
Yeah, I don't like it spicy, man.
I can't handle them spicy drinks.
The texture thing.
God
To put it in perspective for you, though, I was drinking like 2 bottles of sweet tea every day, and not little bottles. I'm talking about like the 69-ounce bottles. I was drinking 2 of those a day up until I stopped, and then I just stopped cold turkey. So
Dang,
I did have a killer headache for like 3 days after I stopped because I was used to so much caffeine.
Caffeine, yeah, that's my
That's
problem, man. It's like
Once I got over that hump, I started to feel better, like a lot better.
Oh, here's a good topic we can close on. What's the content one? Huh?
I said after our little tangent.
Yeah.
Wait. We did. What about the deck of the week?
Oh, do you all have one? Are we picking one right now on the spot?
I mean, I can send this Rapid EOS mod, and you guys can roast the fuck out of me.
Let's go. Deck of the week. Let's see this. We got to start doing these live so we can have viewers enjoy this glorious.
Oh,
Deck
this
of the week? You mean the weekly cookout?
Where we
Get
roast each other with
red.
Hey, Drew can link the deck in the description of the podcast so people can take a look at it.
Yeah, and then roast me.
All right. I see green. I see yellow. I see it. Oh, excuse me. I see a lot of white.
I don't think it's bad though. I wish you'd have picked something. This actually doesn't look bad.
So I'm gonna be the guy that says this. How bad do you need the Morphomons and the Wormmons?
I don't know. Haven't played it yet.
Because I would honestly just run all Terriermon rookies and the Eosmon no, Eosmon don't have a rookie. That's Morphomon. I would just run all Terriermons, bump Rapidmon to 4, and just let that be your early game, and then just end on Eosmon like you've already got it set up. But
Well, the only problem is
I would play super hard into the Rapidmon though.
the only issue with the Terriermon is none of them have effects worth of crap because it's reveal top 5 and add a Gargomon or a Rapidmon, which would be
Well,
okay.
Let me see here. Where's my? I have too many decks. Which one's my green hybrid deck?
I was about to say there's a lot of Terriermons actually.
There's only 3.
That's a lot for a rookie and that hasn't had a lot of love. We haven't seen him in a hot minute.
There's the memory one. There's
Mhm.
the on-play reveal top 5 for a Gargo or a Rapidmon. And then there is the on your turn when you play a green tamer or gain a memory.
Mm.
But the Rapidmon search adds your Rapidmon. And okay, the other one is Green Tamer. I'll give you that one. So maybe not. Maybe play the memory one though. Or bump it up to, well, I don't know, you got it at 2.
My thought process is the Rapidmon, even if it digivolves over the Morphomon or the Wormmon, Armor Purge, and then you still get on deletion effects.
But it's still a 4 Digivolution.
Yeah.
So that's the thing, is like you can 3 from Terriermon or 4 onto any other source. So it's like you play a bunch of the Terriermons, you get that 3 Digivolution, which is nice. Because there's going to be a lot more times when you can play it for 3 and keep it your turn than it is play it for 4 and keep it your turn.
I like
So maybe
seeing
not
that
play the
Takumi.
maybe not play the Tamer one just because you don't play Green Tamers, but I'd maybe try to squeeze in the search one.
I think your Eosmon counts a little bit low. Yeah. 14 out of 50. I think we could bump that up.
Them's rookie EOSs.
Them rookie EOS numbers right there. I think the solid number's about 16, 17. Yeah. I really don't know. I've never played Eosmon. I just do remember playing against it a couple times. And once it gets a rolling, it kind of rolls. It gets to moving.
The deck doctor has gone silent.
I don't even know. I don't really have anything to say about this deck.
Tiny looked at it and his brain went, oh.
Donnie's like, what are even half of these cards? I've never seen these before.
Well,
He's
fun
like, what
fact,
is a?
Tiny has
He's like,
it.
he's like, what is a Morphomon?
Tiny hasn't seen a lot of these cards, or well, especially not ever had to play against them. Besides, well, no, not even Rapidmon. Rapidmon kind of was not really prevalent when he came, and I know he
I
hasn't
mean,
seen.
Rapidmon came from BT8, which is when I started, but I didn't really see anybody playing Rapidmon. The armor deck that I saw was the Vmon Armor Rush.
All right, guys, just ignore me playing Rapidmon. Just whatever, it's cool.
Oh, hey Jordan, do you play green?
Do I play green and yellow? No, I've never heard of those colors. I'm a black player, remember?
Yeah, you're a Dark Knight main. I mean, come on. You took it to store champs.
Dark Knightmon and Machine Dramon.
Yeah.
Kraz and EX01 Machine Dramon, as I still don't have any.
Hey, listen, EX3 has, more Machine Dramon support.
Is EX1 Machine Dramon still $20+? I bet it
Uh-huh.
is.
Probably, yeah, because there's support coming for it.
Yeah, show me the $30 Machine Dramon. Okay, thank you.
Yikes.
I'll pass. Like, the deck's good, and I want to play it, but I don't want to play it at those prices.
Wait, doesn't EX3 have Machine Dramon support? Yeah.
Oh,
It does. It has a new Chaos Dramon.
And a new option card.
And a new option card.
Yep. Yes, it does. Okay, guys. So back to the deck of the week. Why do you need to build this, Andrew? Because I would really like to test it against multiple decks and actually see. We really need, before we put out the deck tech on it, because I think it's cool, and I would love to see it. We gotta play it against some stuff.
So the main issue that I see with the deck, ignoring the consistency issues that are almost certainly there, the main problem I see with the deck is that I don't see a way to give any of your free EOS Mons rush, which is what you need.
Which there is a build that would do that.
What gives them rush?
There is a build with Chimeramon that you Chimeramon DNA Digivolve with Diaboromon's which one is it? I'm blanking now.
Infirm? No, it would be Kurisarimon.
Yeah. The Kurisarimon that if it has the same name,
It gains rush.
it gains rush. So you Chimeramon DNA Digivolve into, or you DNA into Chimeramon, and then you Digivolve into the level 6 Eosmon, and because Eosmon has the same name, swing play, swing play, swing play.
Mm.
And then there's another build that's purple that pretty much focuses on the for every 3 Digivolution cards this Digimon has, it gains security attack, and you pretty much mill a bunch of Eosmons into the trash and then load it up and swing for +5.
Yeah, that one's definitely more my style. I like that.
Mikey heard security attack plus. He's like, okay, I'm in.
I'm all in, baby. Let's go.
Smacks top of car. This baby can hold so many security checks.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of my thing. I mean, that's why War Gray X was just so appealing.
How come you don't play it?
Well, that was another thing. It was like I got on the Dex Duro train while it was a thing, and it was just not doing well in the meta at all. And it just didn't seem to be like it was like one of those things, oh, it's in the top 15. Oh, you made it in the top 24. Remember, guys, I'm a recovering tier 1 abuser. So I just didn't play it.
A recovering tier 1. A recovering sweat lord.
As I just sit there and was like, Imperial Dramon. No. Well, that's it, guys. I think that was the deck of the week.
Yeah.
We done asked our question of the week, which was, what was your favorite archetype up until this point in the Digimon TCG card game?
Up until EX3, what is your
Yeah.
favorite archetype?
And we're going to start having videos on YouTube channels of deck techs. And maybe some matches.
Yep.
Maybe.
We need to do some webcam battles. We gotta figure out this tournament.
Yeah, we really got to figure out this tournament. I got to dump some cards, buddy. I got to send some cards to people. I'm itching. Give out goodies.
Spread the love of the game.
Oh, for sure. Even thinking about giving out some of my acrylic markers because I love the gift set. I just don't like the acrylics. They're just too big. God, you're right on top of it.
It ain't much, but it's honest work.
Here, aiming you.
Oh, he's already memeing you, man. He done has a Eosmon meme. Oh, we just got an announcement. Oh, this just in off the table. We got Uamano and the new release, the Digimon news for the Hunter.
And he's black.
BT12. Start of your main phase by placing one Digimon card with save and its card text from your hand under this tamer. You gain one memory. Your turn. When your Digimon would digivolve into a Digimon card with save and its card text by suspending this tamer, placing one card from under your tamers at the bottom of that Digimon's Digivolution cards, reduced its Digivolution cost by 1. Dear God.
That's a mouthful.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, dude. BT12 is gonna be weird because instead of like in BT10 you had, because in the show they were generals of their army, so you had like the different teams. But in Hunters, there aren't teams. Everyone's just got Cross loaders. So that's why all this new stuff is save, save, save.
What you're telling me is now it's a battle royale.
Right?
Ooh, we get a new archetype, a new turn, or not a new archetype, but a new like game mode.
The game format.
Yes, let's do it. Battle Royale. We all just sit down at a table. I mean, we could start trying to make our own. That's a discussion for another time.
That it is. That it is.
We stayed on point pretty good. I give us a B minus.
Yeah. Yep. Does somebody want to close this out?
All right, I guess it's on me.
Yeah,
So-
it's your job.
it's just established now that it's my job to be the closer.
Yeah, for sure.
You to the closer. It works out.
Well, everybody, this has been episode 5 of the Security Check Digimon TCG podcast. Thanks for listening to all of our crazy ramblings and getting off topic all the time, but we appreciate it and we hope to catch you again next time.